Good morning, everybody.
Did, Your Honor, anybody contact you about a Mr. Smith, not this Smith in the morning, another Smith, passing in matter?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Looks like it might go in the afternoon. Good morning, Sister Counsel Longstreet, Taylor. Who do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have Cortez Harvey.
Okay. Are you ready on that? You're ready on Mr. Harvey, Counsel?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Let's see if we have. We don't have the file. As soon as we get the file, Counsel, we'll call your matter. Okay? Just be patient. You're welcome. He's on the list, and as soon as Madam Clerk brings it in, we'll try to have DDC bring him up as soon as possible.
Thank you.
And good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Who do you have, ma'am?
I have Richard Halliburton.
Richard Halliburton?
Yes.
Okay. I don't need. Are you know if he's on our morning list? Because all we have so far, Sister Counsel, is a partial morning list and 14 individuals, and he's not on the partial morning list.
Okay. I don't know for sure. He did turn himself.
Okay. And one moment. Spell the gentleman's name again.
Last name is Halliburton.
I'll figure it out. Halliburton.
Yes.
Do you know a first name on that?
Richard. First name is Richard.
Richard. And Counsel, what number? You can hold tight on Zoom, or as soon as we figure it out, I can have Officer Love or somebody call you and let you know if he's going to make the list.
Okay. I'll hold on.
Okay, it could be a while. If you'd like, we could call you back and let you know as soon as we figure it out. It's up to you.
Okay. I'll leave my number then.
Okay, go ahead.
It's 313-410-9438.
313-410-9438.
Yes.
Thank you, Sister Counsel. Ms. Longstreet, we'll call you as soon as we figure something out, whether he makes the morning list or not, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, DDC, we have a partial list. If you could bring out the individuals that have been interviewed, thank you.
The ones that have been interviewed, he said you can bring them out. I don't know because they just got them screened. So.
Officer Love, is there any way you could call this chief and let him know? I understand.
Who is this? McComb?
Yeah, McComb. Yeah. To call in whenever they want, and then they got to speak to her attorney, but we could either put them in a breakout room, or if they could give us their Zoom number, we can, yep, and we can have counsel call them, whatever's easiest for them. Okay. That's whatever works.
Oh, it's right here on my face. Good morning. Your man step off your number. It's Daniel, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Morning, how are you? Good to see you. You've been busy?
We got a couple more, she said, like 4.
Do you have a Harvey ready?
I think.
We'll take a look, see. Thank you. Are these all here?
Yeah,
did I give you Nathaniel Smith? Did me give you Nathaniel Smith?
Nathaniel Smith?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
sir.
And then, officers, please bring out Cortez Harvey next. We have an attorney ready on that gentleman. Thank you.
He's ready.
Good morning, sir. Your name, please.
Nathaniel Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Smith, and good morning, sir. Mr. Smith, you're here for a couple of reasons, so we're going to get through them one at a time, so listen closely. Did you have an opportunity to read, sign, and understand an advice of rights form today?
I didn't. You said sign one?
I'm going to read you. I'm going to tell you your rights, Mr. Smith. If you have any questions, just ask, okay? Sir, you have a right
Okay.
to remain silent. Anything that you say, orally or in writing, can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney, have one present during questioning and at all future proceedings. If you cannot afford an attorney, sir, the court will provide you one at the public's expense. Did you hear and understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Smith, first we're going to handle some matters, sir. We have warrants for your arrest for failing to appear at 36th District Court. The court is going to release you on personal bonds on these matters and schedule a pretrial date you must attend on Tuesday, November the 24th, 8:30, 36th District Court in front of Judge Christopher Blount. That hearing will be heard via Zoom, sir. What was that?
It's okay, sir.
Okay,
She repeated it for me.
I apologize.
I think you wanted to write the date down.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Smith, I appreciate you want the attention, and you'll get this information before you leave in writing, but it's your responsibility to attend these court hearings on time, so please pay attention, okay, Mr. Smith? That hearing on November the 24th, which is a Tuesday at 8:30, will be heard via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology similar to what we're using today. Before you're released, you'll get information on how to connect for that Zoom hearing, but it's your responsibility to connect on time, understood?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, and you are here for ticket number SP701454, June 22nd, 2016, count 1, drive while license not valid or improper license, and SP996224, May 25th, 2019, count 1, drive while license not valid or improper license, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor on a 2016 Dodge. Mr. Smith, these three allegations are all misdemeanor charges. They carry up to a $500 fine and or 93 days in jail as a maximum fine and penalty. Court will recall your warrant, set aside capias, enter plea of not guilty on each open matter. As a reminder, sir, you'll be released on personal bonds on all of those allegations, and you have a Zoom hearing you must attend November 24th, 8:30, 36th District Court in front of Judge Christopher Blount. Good luck with those allegations, Mr. Smith. Make sure and attend that court hearing on time, okay?
Okay.
And state your name one more time, sir. You have an additional matter.
Nathaniel Smith.
Thank you. Good morning, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you and your staff?
I'm well, thank you for asking. We're in the middle of arraignment, but I can check you in, see what do you have, sir?
I didn't know, Your Honor, if you had an Anthony Carruthers. It was C-A-R.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
The Anthony Carruthers. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have him call. DDC, could you bring Mr. Carruthers after Mr. Harvey, please? We have retained counsel present for Mr. Carruthers, number 6 on the list. Please be patient, counsel. They'll bring him out in just a moment, okay, sir? Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good to see you, sir.
Same here, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Smith, your name one more time?
Nathaniel Smith.
Thank you. And this is case 17045-171, People State of Michigan versus Nathaniel D. Smith, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jessica Schreiber on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Smith, who waives formal reading of the stand's constitutional rights of the United States.
Thank you, counsel. Court waive formal reading and our plea of not guilty. We'll get to the court date in a moment, Esteban.
Now, my client is 24 years old, lifelong resident of Michigan. He's a manager at Boost Mobile. He's 2 years in college. He's not on probation or parole. He doesn't take citations for his interviews, Your Honor. According to my client, he did not receive proper notice. He needed to update his address. He had moved. That is why.
Madam Clerk, can I get this changed? When you do this, it's going to be to a personal bond.
This court has
Thank you.
to change bond. This is also carried down the fault in our request, but the court is considered.
Thank you. And Mr. Smith, the court's going to schedule a pretrial day, so you must attend on this matter Tuesday, November the 10th. That's 8:30, 36th District Court in front of Judge Bryant. That hearing as well, sir, will be heard via Zoom, which is an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect before you're released, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Smith, on this allegation, sir, you have a warrant for your arrest for failing to appear for a pretrial date on or about December the 4th, 2018. When you failed to appear, that judge issued a warrant for your arrest and placed a bond in the amount of $1,000 cash surety. Mr. Smith, it's very important you attend your court date, sir, so you don't get locked up for not showing up. Does that make sense? You have to attend your court dates.
Yes, sir. I won't miss another.
And during this bond, sir, you are not to go to the premises or area of any Family Dollar. Is that clear?
Yes.
And it does not appear you have a valid driver's license, correct?
Correct.
So there's no driving. You can't drive without a license. That should go without saying, but no driving. Mr. Smith, the court takes into consideration the serious nature of this allegation, which is non-assault of your capious history, the current epidemic facing the nation, the information provided by your counsel, thank you so much, as well as the information alleged in the investigator's report. And for those reasons, as stated by counsel, the court has authority to change the capious bonds given authority by Judge Bryant, and the bond will be changed for those reasons, the amount of $5,000 personal bond. Again, no driving, sir. And do not go to the premises or area of any Family Dollar. Is that all understood?
Yes, sir.
Good luck, sir. I hope it all works out well for you. Make sure and attend your hearings.
They said that they were told 11:15.
We'll make court.
Okay. 11. Are they calling in at 11:15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I
Thank you.
gave the number to Phil too, so he can interview and
Thank you.
stuff.
Appreciate it.
Harvey, your mask on.
Good morning, sir. Please state your name.
Good morning. My name is Cortez Harvey.
Thank you, Mr. Harvey. And counsel, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Alexandria Taylor appearing on behalf of the defendant, Cortez Harvey, appearing via Zoom from the DPD.
Thank you. This is case 19056-450, People State of Michigan versus Cortez Devon Harvey. And I apologize, counsel. Could I get your P number, please?
P75271.
As to the arraignment,
Stand mute and waive a formal reading, Your Honor.
thank you. The court will waive formal reading under plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. We'll get to the court date in a moment as to bond.
As to bond, Your Honor, we are asking for a personal bond. My client voluntarily walked himself in. He was not aware that there was an outstanding warrant until he had applied for a job, Your Honor, through Amazon, and that job the offer was rescinded because of the warrant. He has no other issues. He has resolved all his parking tickets through the amnesty program this summer. He is working part-time as a property manager at GE Property Management. He's 26 years old, Your Honor, and has one minor child, a 5-year-old son, who's very active and involved in his life. And due to the fact that he came in, Your Honor, on his own recognizance without having to be arrested and brought before this honorable court, we're asking for a personal bond.
Thank you, sister counsel. And that's accurate information, DDC. He surrendered himself today on these charges.
He surrendered, Your Honor.
I appreciate that. Counsel, the court's scheduling a probable cause conference that Mr. Harvey must attend on November the 18th. That's 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court on a Wednesday in front of Judge Archer. That hearing will be heard via Zoom. Mr. Harvey, before you release, you'll get information on how to connect for that Zoom hearing, but it is your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, I do.
And sister counsel, what, if any, information do you have regarding his employment status? I apologize.
Your Honor, he is working part-time as a property manager at GE Property Management.
Thank you, counsel.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
This is a very serious allegation, sir, and the court takes into consideration the information provided by your attorney, your employment status, as counsel stated, as it relates to ability to post bond. The court considers the current epidemic facing the nation, as well as the information alleged in the investigator's report. The court's unaware of any prior capious history or criminal convictions. As stated, the court takes into consideration not only your the current epidemic facing the nation, but the nature and serious charges before the court. Mr. Harvey, during this bond, sir, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
And do not go to the premises or area of 5021 East Outer Drive, apartment B107, Detroit, Michigan. Is that understood?
Understood.
And absolutely no contact with LaToya Marie Rogers. No contact means no contact of any kind. No contact orally, in writing, through a third person at her place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. Absolutely no contact with Miss Rogers. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Did you have any issues following those conditions from the court?
No, sir.
Thank you. And it's very important that you do, Mr. Harvey, so you don't get locked back up just for not listening to the court. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Harvey, given the information and the advocacy provided by your counsel, who has done a very good job advocating on your behalf, the court will set bond in the amount $20,000 personal bond. Good luck, counsel, sister counsel. Good luck, Mr. Harvey.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Welcome. If we could have Mr. Anthony Carruthers, please.
Yeah, you are saying.
Put your mask on. Leave that on. Your mask on your nose and I see a person that thing,
Good morning. Your name, please.
Anthony Carruthers, good morning.
Good morning. You're here for case 200600653, People State of Michigan versus Anthony Claude Carruthers, also known as Anthony Claude Carruthers Jr. Counsel, your appearance, please.
And good morning, Your Honor. May it please this Honorable Court Attorney Ben Werbling, P64889, on behalf of Mr. Carruthers, who's appearing via Zoom, Your Honor.
Good morning, brother counsel. As to the arraignment, sir.
Your Honor, with respect to the arraignment, we'll waive formal reading. We'll stand mute at this time, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court will waive formal reading and our plea of not guilty. The court scheduling 2 court dates, Mr. Carruthers and counsel, a probable cause conference on November the 4th, which is a Wednesday. Mr. Carruthers, you have a right to a preliminary examination the following Monday, November the 9th. They're both at 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Jones. Both of those hearings will be heard via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. Mr. Carruthers, before you're released, you'll get information on how to connect for that Zoom hearing, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Not guilty is entered as to bond.
Your Honor, Mr. Carruthers is 31 years of age. He's always had a stable residence. He has no history of missing court. From looking on Odyssey, I don't believe he has any felony history. He's had some traffic matters that we've resolved on his behalf. He's been gainfully employed for at least the last 2 years working at a funeral home full-time. He didn't know anything about this warrant, so he was picked up during his lunch break, I believe by the Sheriff's Department at the funeral home. Always been gainfully employed. He and the alleged victim have one child in common. He adamantly denies these allegations. He has no other history, Your Honor. We'd ask that you take that into consideration. We understand that the allegations are something the court takes seriously. There also are some issues regarding the pandemic that we would ask the court to take into consideration for granting a personal bond. If not, if the court's not so inclined, then a very nominal 10% bond.
Thank you. And I apologize, brother counsel, his employment status again?
Has full-time employment, I believe, at a funeral home, Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel. And Mr. Carruthers, you're still employed? You're still working, sir?
Yes, I've been there for 7.5 years.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Carruthers. And that takes the court takes that into consideration, the nature and ties to the community. Mr. Carruthers, your counsel has advocated very well on your behalf, and the court takes into consideration the information provided by your attorney, included but not limited to the lack of capious history, lack of criminal convictions, or allegations the court's aware of. The court takes into consideration, as counsel's requested, the current epidemic facing the nation, and as well as your employment status as it relates to ability to post bond. Mr. Carruthers, these are very serious assaultive allegations, sir, and the court has concerns regarding the safety of Ms. Malika Turner, specifically given the allegations set forth in the investigator's report. that you allegedly not only struck the individual with an unknown object, but you began to allegedly strain the individual to a point that she lost consciousness, pulling out the individual's hair and allegedly resulting in injuries to a point that the victim was admitted to Henry Ford Hospital for a number of days, and officers observed injuries to the alleged complainant's body and forehead specifically. Mr. Crothers, that's concerning allegations regarding the safety of Ms. Turner. During this bond, sir, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon, and do not go back to the premises or area of 8825 Monica, Detroit, Michigan, 48200. Is that understood?
I can't go back. I can't. That's my address there.
Does she reside with you?
No, she hasn't been with me for over 4 or 5 years. She lives
Does
in
she stay
Hazel
on
Park.
She's not on the Harper Wood address?
Yeah, she lives in Harper Woods. Me and my fiance live at the Monica address. We've been there the last 3.5 years.
Malika Turner does not stay at that address.
No, sir.
Okay. So the court's striking that condition, sir. Thank you for that information. But what the court is imposing is a no contact with Malika Miriam Turner. And that means no contact of any kind, sir. No contact orally, in writing, through a third person, at their place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. Absolutely no contact with Malika Turner. Understood.
Yes, yes.
And given the concerns the court has regarding the safety of that individual, given the information alleged in the investigator's report in a serious nature before the court, before you release, are you to be fit with a GPS tether? Given the information provided by counsel, your bond on this matter will be set in the amount $3,500, 10%. Anything further, brother counsel?
Nothing further. Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck, sir. I hope it works out well for you, counsel. Good luck, Mr. Carruthers.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Did you say
Thank you
something
for your
about a
accommodations. Appreciate you, DDC.
Your Honor, did you say a tether for this gentleman?
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for asking.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Announce your first and last name.
Sir,
Yes, sir. No, sir. That was the court-appointed attorney, Alan, going on. That's the magistrate there. Put your mask on, Alan.
Good morning, sir. Your name, please.
Prince Alan, how you doing today, sir?
I'm well, thank you for asking. Mr. Allen?
Mr. Allen, the interview room.
Mr. Allen, have you spoke with an attorney? Have you been interviewed, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, one moment. Your attorney's going to get some information to help assist in your representation. One moment, sir. Okay, Mr. Allen, we're going to handle some matters first. You have a couple of matters here, so we're going to handle a matter first where you have a warrant for your arrest for failing to appear at the 36th District Court. I'm going to read you your rights, sir. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay, Mr. Allen? Sir, you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say orally or in writing can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney, have one present, and questioning all future proceedings. If you cannot afford an attorney, sir, the court will provide you one at the public's expense. Did you hear and understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
On these, you have a matter, sir, where you have a warrant for your arrest for failing to appear for a review date. You're going to be released on a personal bond on this matter, sir, and the court scheduling that review, you must attend on Wednesday, November the 25th. That's at 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Ruth Garrett. You'll be released on a personal bond. Mr. Allen, it's very important you attend that hearing, and it's going to be heard via Zoom, which is an off-site streaming technology. Before you're released, you'll get information on how to connect for the Zoom hearing, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Allen, this is in regards to case number 173345081, took place on or about May 9th, 2017. It was an amended charge reduced to fail to display valid license not on person. Mr. Allen, this one charge is a misdemeanor charge. It carries up to a $500 fine and or 93 days in jail as a maximum fine and penalty. Court will recall the warrant, set aside capias. On that matter, Mr. Allen, as a reminder, court scheduling a review November 25th, 8:30, 36th District Court in front of Judge Ruth Garrett, and you're going to be released on a personal bond on that matter, Mr. Allen. Make sure to attend that hearing date. And sir, you also have case 1805883, People State of Michigan versus Prince John Edward Allen. Mr. Allen, one more time, your name, please.
Prince Allen.
Thank you. Appearance, please.
Dr. Shire, on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Allen, who is reading, understands his constitutional rights and stands.
Thank you. The court waive formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty. Mr. Allen, on this matter, the court scheduling a probable cause conference, sir, you must attend November the 18th. That's at 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Archer. That hearing as well, sir, will take place via Zoom. As stated, that's an off-site streaming technology. Before you're released, you'll get information on how to connect for that Zoom hearing, but it is your responsibility to connect on time, understood?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Not guilty is entered as to bond.
Your Honor, my client is 47 years old, lifelong resident of Michigan, no prior criminal convictions, receives SSD. He does take medication for his diabetes. He's not on probation or parole. He has 8 kids around his incident of diabetes. Respectfully asking the court to consider a personal loss.
Thank you, Sister Counsel. Mr. Allen, these are very serious allegations, sir, and your counsel has advocated well on your behalf. The court has concerns regarding your capious history that we just handled that tells the court you do not appear as ordered on unrelated matters, gives the court concern regarding your intention to appear and handle this matter as ordered. Court takes into consideration their capious history as well as the nature of these charges before the court, the information provided by your attorney. It appears you have ties to the community. The court considers the current epidemic facing the nation and employment status as relates to ability to post bond. During this bond, Mr. Allen, no use of alcohol, no marijuana, and no illegal controlled substance, and you're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. Is that all understood?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Allen, though you've demonstrated you don't come back to court in the past, if court were to release you on a personal bond on this matter as well, it's your intention you're going to follow the court's orders. And no alcohol, no marijuana, no drugs, no weapons, and you're showing up to that Zoom hearing on time. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And for those reasons, bond will be set $10,000 personal bond. Good luck, Mr. Allen. Make sure and listen to the court, sir.
Yeah, I didn't think, man.
Come here. What's your first and last name? Your master.
Good morning. Your name, please.
Right, right.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. McCrae. One moment, sir. Mr. McCrae, you're here before the court on case number 19059-264, People State of Michigan versus Frank Allen McCrae.
Dr. Shire, on behalf of the defendant, Mr. McCrae, who waives formal reading, understands his constitutional rights and stands here.
Thank you. Sixth Counsel Court waive formal reading under plea of not guilty. Mr. McCrae, the court is scheduling a probable cause conference, sir. You must attend November the 18th, which is Wednesday, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Jones. That hearing, Mr. McCrae, will take place via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. Before you're released, you'll get information on how to connect for that Zoom hearing, but it is your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Understood.
Thank you, Mr.
McCrae. Not guilty plea is entered as the bond.
Your Honor, my client is 25 years old, lifelong resident of Michigan, no prior criminal convictions. He did 2 years of college. He is unemployed right now due to the pandemic.
Thank you.
He does take medication. He's not on probation or parole. Never got in COVID. 50 years old. He lives with his mom and has support from his mother as a
Thank you, Sister Counsel. Thank you, ma'am. Mr. McCray, your attorney has advocated well on your behalf, as always, and the court takes into consideration the information she provided. The court, as stated, unaware of any criminal convictions or capious history. Court considers the nature of these charges, which are very serious, sir, but non-assaultive. The court has read and considered the allegations set forth in the investigator's report, the current epidemic facing the nation, as well as employment status as stated as it relates to the ability to post bond. During this bond, Mr. McCray, you're not to use any alcohol, no marijuana, and no illegal controlled substance. Is that understood?
Understood.
And for those reasons, sir, you're going to be released on a $7,000 personal bond. Good luck, Mr. McCray. Listen to the court, sir. Make sure and attend your hearing.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. November the 18th. Officer Love, if you could possibly read this. This was at Halliburton. Her attorney is Longstreet. There's her phone number. It doesn't look like he's on our final list. If you could let her know and let her know we have a 2:30 docket, she could call back on. The counsel's name is Longstreet.
Longstreet, okay.
And then the defendant is Richard Halliburton.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's all.
Thank you, Officer Love. That coffee's got you stepping this morning. No, ma'am. Thank you.
What the rest of them?
Tell her to call back at 2:30. Thank you.
I don't know what that guy is. I need Taylor, Jamal.
This first big sign, you're gonna talk to the court appointed attorney.
Jamal Taylor.
Yep, he's up here seeing the agent. I'll bring it right back down to you. This is Gracie's getting interviewed.
I don't know.
And Mr.
That's
I'll
an
tell you,
add-on.
he's an add-on. And Knox, they're getting interviewed. I'll be right back with Jamal Taylor.
Thank you.
Yep.
Macomb County calling in. Sister Counsel, it looks like Macomb County's calling in. Do you want to see if Phil's interviewed? If not, we can try to do a breakout. Thank you.
I was going to Mr. Harvey, so
Yes, ma'am.
I had to put it on the PCR.
Oh, okay. What did I do? Did I do no weapons too? Thank you. Thank you. Macomb County?
I think I don't have a phone. Yeah, I have. He being interviewed with these add-ons. He should be over there being interviewed, he said. Make this stuff.
Everything okay, love? Thank you.
Put your mask on, sir.
It broke.
Here, I got one.
Good morning, sir. State your name, please.
Mark Taylor.
Thank you, sir. Good morning. You're here for case 200600876, People's State of Michigan versus Jamal Taylor, also known as Jamal Tate.
On behalf of the defendant, Mr. Taylor, who waived formal reading, understands his constitutional rights and stands.
Thank you. Court will waive formal reading under plea of not guilty. Mr. Taylor, the court is scheduling 2 court dates, sir. You must attend them both. Probable cause conference Wednesday, November the 4th. You have a right to a preliminary examination the following Monday, November 9th. Both 8:30 a.m. 36th District Court in front of Judge Jones. Those hearings will take place via Zoom, Mr. Taylor. If you're able to make bond, you'll get information on how to connect for the Zoom hearing, which is an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information as stated before you released if you make bond, but it's your responsibility to connect on time for that hearing. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Not guilty, please enter as to bond.
Your Honor, my client is 44 years old, he's a lifelong resident of Detroit, he has no prior assaulted convictions. He did get his GED, Your Honor, I'm sorry. He does suffer from mental illness. He is part of the Sheriff Home Treatment Program. That's where he was picked up from, Your Honor. He has a 5-month program. He's supposed to be out in January. They will come get him if he is released from DDC so he can finish this treatment program.
Is that for drug or alcohol addiction, or do you know?
I believe that.
Thank you. Go ahead. Sorry.
Your Honor, I am respectfully asking the court to consider a personal bond. He also had family support and community ties. And this incident appears to be back in April, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Taylor, these are serious allegations, sir, and the court has concerns regarding not only the information alleged in the investigator's report that appears that these allegations turned physical, but also that information alleged regarding your prior criminal convictions. Sir, Mr. Taylor, the court is aware of multiple prior felony convictions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 prior felony convictions, which is very concerning to the court, all in the 2000s. And a majority of those are for similar related offenses as before the court this morning. Mr. Taylor, the court takes consideration your ties to the community, the lack of capious history the court's aware of, serious nature of these charges, the information presented to your counsel, lack of employment status as it relates to the ability to post bond, and the court's considered current epidemic facing the nation as well as the allegations which have been read and reviewed in the investigator's report. And it appears you have ties to the community. Mr. Taylor, during this bond, there's no use of alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substance, and you're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. And do not go to the premises or area of any 7 Mile Foods. Is that all understood?
Yes, sir. Your Honor, I'm gonna be in the treatment program, so if I get a personal bond, I'm going straight back to the treatment program, sir. Straight back.
I appreciate that, Mr. Taylor. And given your prior criminal history, the information alleged in investigator's report, you're to be fit with a GPS tether prior to your release. your bond on this matter for the reasons stated is $7,010%. Good luck, Mr. Taylor. Yes, go ahead.
Would the court be willing to reduce the bond, Your Honor?
The court is, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry to interrupt, Mr. Taylor is trying for effectiveness with this program. He's provided us with the address, he's provided us with the coordinator's first and last name, he's provided us with a lot of information. He has confirmed that they would come pick him up right away because this is how the program works. And Your Honor, he would be out in January, so I think what Mr. Taylor was trying to say when you were given a contact order is that the treatment, Your Honor, can't really go anywhere. And he was picked up from the treatment center, Your Honor. So respectfully, the court would reconsider the bond.
Thank you, Sister Counsel. Where the court has concerns are the safety of the public. The court has a responsibility and an oath to protect the public. And Mr. Taylor has a conviction on or about June 1st, 2016 for retail fraud. A felony conviction in 2016, retail fraud. Felony conviction 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 2017, retail fraud. Felony conviction 2018, retail fraud. Now we're in 2020, more allegations of not only retail fraud, but unarmed robbery. And the court has a responsibility to know to protect the public. And given that lengthy prior convictions that Mr. Taylor has associated, the court has concerns. If the court were to release him on a personal bond, there's a definite pattern of behavior, and the court has concerns regarding the safety of the public, so the bond will set as stated.
Thank you.
Hey, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, please, Your Honor. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to get myself together. That's why I requested me to get into that treatment program, Your Honor. I don't have any money.
And I appreciate that, Mr. Taylor. You have felony convictions ranging back to 2000. That's 20 years ago. And so, sir, you've had a long time, and you've in the last 20 years, you've had multiple felony convictions, time as stated after again. And Mr. Taylor, the court wishes you the best of luck. Hope everything works out for you, sir. But at this point in time, the court has an obligation to protect the safety of the public, and the court has concerns given the information stated. Not only are the allegations serious, unarmed robbery, but the information in the investigator's report includes information that upon alleged detention, you became into a physical altercation. So this escalated into you attempting to physically hurt somebody, given the information alleged in the investigator's report. So the court has concerns regarding the safety of the public and feels the bond is set appropriately. Good luck, Mr. Taylor. I truly wish everything works out well for you, sir.
Your Honor, if I could say one thing, Your Honor.
You can say anything, go ahead.
My past is my past, Your Honor. I know I can't change that. And I'm just begging you, please, I'm just asking for a personal bond, man, so I can get back out here to this program. I don't have no way to get out of here, man. I'm trying to get to this program.
Mr. Taylor, and I understand that. But what you stated, sir, your past is your past. And that's something the court takes into consideration because that's what you've demonstrated to the court. And I cannot, there's information that the court considers, and the court's put that on the record. And what concerns the court is your repeated pattern of behavior. Mr. Taylor, I hope everything gets under control and whatever issues you may or may not have going on. And the court wishes you the best of luck. However, the court has concerns regarding the safety of the public for the reasons repeatedly stated, and the court is going to set bond as stated.
The facility is a locked facility too. It's a locked
Mr. Taylor, I want counsel's asking me to remind you, sir, that bond is reviewable at every stage of the proceedings and at every day, sir. Bond is always reviewable. And so bond can be readdressed at any point in time, and you have a court date November the 4th on Wednesday. Bond could be readdressed at that point in time. So, Mr. Taylor, good luck, sir.
This one more.
Thank you, counsel. Mr. St. Clair, good morning. Who do you have, sir?
Yes, sir. Good morning. I have Victor Williams.
Okay. Are you driving?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We don't have the file on Mr. Williams, but as soon as it gets in here, we'll handle that matter. If you want to hold tight or if you want to...
Come on, Vic.
If you want to give us your number, we can call you back, or if you just want to hold tight, it's up to you. As soon as we get the file, it should be in here in just a moment. We can call the matter.
Okay. I'll just hold tight and listen in. I don't have a problem.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it, Mr. Claire. I'll let you know when we have Victor Williams III, correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, there he is, right there.
Oh, Mr.
That's
Williams,
his person,
good morning, sir. Your counsel is present, sir, but Mr. Williams III, we do not have your file prepared. And so as soon as Madam Clerk gets your file finished, we'll bring it in, and then we'll call your matter. So just give us a moment, sir. Thanks for your patience.
All right, thank you.
Because he's not.
Okay, one moment, Mr. Luna. We'll handle your matter in just a second. Sir, your name up on the DDC. Your name, please. Good morning, Mr. Winston. Sir, you're here for a couple of reasons. We're going to get through them one at a time, so please listen closely. Mr. Winston, I'm going to read you your rights, sir. If you have any questions, just let the court know. Sir, you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say orally or in writing can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney, have one present during questioning and at all future proceedings. If you cannot afford an attorney, sir, the court will provide you one at the public's expense. Mr. Winston, did you hear and understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Winston, first we're going to handle some matters where you have warrants for your arrest for failing to appear at the 36th District Court. You're going to be released on personal bonds on all of these allegations that we're about to handle, these misdemeanor charges. And you have a Zoom hearing pre-trial that you must attend that's scheduled November the 25th, which is a Wednesday, at 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Davis. That hearing on the 25th will take place via Zoom, Mr. Winston. That's an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect for the hearing if you make bond or before you're released, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Winston, thank you here for case number 184574731, June 4th, 2018. No operator's license on person. And case number 195162271, January 29th, 2019. Count 1, no operator's license on person. Count 2, no insurance on a 97 Pontiac. Count 3, unregistered or untitled motor vehicle. These matters, Mr. Winston, are all misdemeanor allegations that carry up to a $500 fine and/or 93 days in jail as a maximum fine and penalty. Court will recall the warrant, set aside capias under plea of not guilty on each open matter. As a reminder, Mr. Winston, you'll be released on personal bonds on these misdemeanor allegations, and you have a pretrial scheduled via Zoom, November 25th, 8:30, 36th District Court in front of Judge Davis. Make sure and attend that hearing date, sir. Good luck. You're also here regarding case number 19055-496, People State of Michigan versus Terrell Deshaun Winston. And your name one more time, Mr. Winston?
Terrell Deshaun Winston.
Thank you, counsel.
Testify on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Wilson, who waives formal reading, understands his constitutional rights and stands due.
Court waive formal reading under a plea of not guilty. Mr. Winston, the court scheduling a probable cause conference November the 5th. That's at 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Bryant. That hearing will take place via Zoom, sir. That's an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect before you release, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. This matter was adjudicated. It appears a review date was scheduled as to bond.
Your Honor, my client is 32 years old, lifelong resident of Detroit. He is employed at First Pro, Your Honor. This incident appears to be back from January 2019. Now, although serious, it is not a fault. Your Honor, my understanding is picked up from a Polk County jail. From respectfully asking the court to consider a personal bond. He also is a graduate of a home community college. He's got his family side, community college.
Thank you, Sister Count. This is a very serious allegation, Mr. Winston, and you're here before the court because it appears you failed to appear. Thank you. What's this one? Thank you. For a review hearing scheduled on or about October 2nd of 2019. When you failed to appear, the judge you were assigned to, it appears Judge King issued a warrant for your arrest. and placed a bond in the amount I, as a magistrate, have given no authority to change. Your bond was set by the judge you were assigned to when you failed to appear in the amount of $1,000 cash surety. During this bond, Mr. Winston, there's to be no driving. Good luck, sir. I hope all works out well for you.
Your Honor, for the record, my client, according to my client, he's in the Macomb County Jail from May 2019 until March 2020. Your Honor, we were trying to contact them this morning. We were unable to make contact with the right department, Your Honor. However, if the court is willing to recall this matter in the afternoon, because I believe we have to speak to Judge King as well.
Okay, if you speak with Judge King as to the capias, then the court would listen to what Judge King has to say. But he's been released in March, and and today is October. Where have you been since March to October? Why did you not surrender yourself to authorities, Mr. Winston?
Your Honor, I tried a few times throughout the COVID period, and I was delayed through different reasons and channels. I actually was pulled over recently and was told to schedule something, and I tried scheduling something, but then I went through some mishaps with my phone and different things of that nature. There's no real excuse.
Yeah, there's no excuses, Mr. Winston. Mishaps with phones, there's no excuse to surrendering yourself to the authorities. And so the court has concerns that you had a number of months that you did not surrender yourself. And it appears you have some excuses about your phone, Mr. Winston, but you don't need a phone to walk yourself into a precinct, do you?
No, sir. But can I mention one thing, Your Honor?
Sure.
I also sent a plea by mail throughout my process while incarcerated to have this kind of taken care of at once. So
a plea by mail, I don't think would adjudicate a felony allegation, sir. And this was set for a review date. It was already adjudicated, so a plea by mail would not have anything to do with this felony case.
Your Honor,
it was brought down to a misdemeanor, Your Honor.
They brought it down to a misdemeanor, and I do have notes about the plea by mail, and I also know that many people have been turned away when they come down here.
Well, he's indicated he didn't even try.
Yes, Your Honor. So
because his phone. Okay, thank you. Okay, Mr. Winston, the court's set in bond for the reasons stated. Your attorney's going to attempt to reach out to the assigned judge, and if we get a word back, we'll let you know. But as of now, I don't have authority to change the bond, Mr. Winston. So good luck, sir. Make sure to attend that court date. Okay, DDC, just one moment, please. We're going to handle a matter that's on screen with Macomb County. Mr. Luna. Mr. Luna, state your full name, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Albert Luna.
Good morning to you, sir. And appearance, please.
Judge, good morning. May it please this honorable court, Philip Reagan, P57156, on behalf of Michael Luna, Judge, we waive the formal reading, stand mute. Mr. Luna has been advised of his constitutional rights, Your Honor.
Thank you, brother counsel. This is case 2005880, People State of Michigan versus Michael Albert Luna. The court waived formal reading under plea of not guilty. Mr. Luna, the court scheduling a probable cause conference, sir, that you must attend November the 18th, which is Wednesday. That's at 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Giles. Mr. Luna, that hearing will take place via Zoom, sir. That's an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect for that Zoom hearing before you're released, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. I'm locked up till January 8th.
Well, I hope everything works out for you, Mr. Luna. As not guilty is entered as the bond.
As the bond, Judge, I talked to brother Michael Luna today in depth. Your Honor, he was in this court back in January. He had another matter in Oakland County that he did 2 months for. Then he violated his probation out in Macomb. He's doing a 6-month violation sentence right now, as he just stated. He's not due to be released until January 8th, 2021. But we did talk in depth, Judge, and his goal, Judge, is to get into rehab. I look at Mr. Luna's prior records, retail fraud, narcotics cases. He wants to get some help, Judge. I really want to see Mr. Luna get help. He gave me his son's information to contact. I think he needs rehab. He's not getting that, Judge, in Macomb County right now because of the COVID situation. They're not doing any programs. So right now he's just there. I'm asking the court, Your Honor, for some type of reasonable bond, if not personal bond. I want to make sure we can get Mr. Luna progressed through this case. So by January, maybe he can go straight into rehab, Judge. That's my goal for Mr. Luna, to try to help him.
Mr. Luna, I appreciate the information provided by your attorney, who has advocated, as always, well on your behalf. Hey, Mr. Luna, good luck with everything that you have going on. Given the information provided by counsel, it appears that you believe you have a substance addiction issue, and it's an issue, Mr. Luna, that is going to be difficult for the foreseeable future, if not for the rest of your life. So the court wishes you the best of luck, Mr. Luna, with everything you have going on. The court considers your ties to the. You're welcome, sir. Your prior criminal history, your ties to the community, lack of capious history the court's aware of. This is a serious allegation, sir. It's non-assaultive. The court has reviewed and taken into consideration the information alleged in the investigator's report, as well as the current epidemic facing the nation. Mr. Luna, during this bond, you're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon, no use of alcohol, marijuana, or any illegal controlled substance. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
And you're being released on a personal bond on this matter, Mr. Luna, in the amount of $5,500. Again, sir, the court wishes you the best of luck of all that you have going on. I hope it works out for you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a great day.
Luck to you, Mr.
You
Luna.
too, Mr. Luna. I appreciate it. Thank you, brother counsel.
Thank you,
Mr. Reagan. Thank you, Mr. Reagan.
You're welcome, Mr. Luna. Good luck to you, good brother.
When was that date? November 30th?
November the 18th, sir, and I appreciate you asking. That's on a Wednesday, November 18th on a Wednesday, in front of Judge Giles at the 36th District Court.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. DDC, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And then Mr. St. Clair, we have Victor Williams present at DDC. If we could bring him out as soon as possible. Sir, your name on the screen?
Jimmy Jones.
Okay. After Mr. Jones, Mr. St. Clair, hopefully we'll have Mr. Williams, okay? Thank you for being patient.
Yes, sure, no problem.
But Mr. Jones, you're here for a couple of reasons, sir. We're going to get through them one at a time. I'm going to read you your rights, Mr. Jones. If you have any questions, just let me know, sir. You have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say orally or in writing can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney, have one present during questioning and at all future proceedings. If you cannot afford an attorney, Mr. Jones, the court will provide you one at the public's expense. Did you hear and understand your rights, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Jones, first we're going to handle some matters. We have warrants for your arrest for failing to appear at the 36th District Court on misdemeanor allegations. On these charges, sir, the court is going to release you on a personal bond and schedule a pretrial date you must attend on Tuesday, November 24th, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Sabri. Those hearings will take place via Zoom, sir, which is an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect before you're released, but it's your responsibility to connect on time for those Zoom hearings, November 24th, understood?
Yes, sir. Could you tell me what those warrants are for, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Listen closely. First, you're here for case number 173624561, August 31st, 2017. Allegations, no operator's license on person near West McNichols and 3rd. And case number 144261701 took place on or about February the 11th, 2014. Drive while license not valid or improper license near northbound 3rd and McNichols. Mr. Jones, these two allegations are misdemeanor charges that carry up to a $500 fine and or 93 days in jail as a maximum fine and penalty. Court will recall your warrant, set aside capious, and plead not guilty on each open matter. As a reminder, sir, you'll be released on a personal bond on those matters, and you have a Zoom hearing Tuesday, November 24th, 8:30, 36th District Court in front of Judge Sabri. Is that understood?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Jones, you have one additional matter, sir. Please state your name again.
Jimmy Jones.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. In this additional matters case 180600471, People State of Michigan versus Jimmy Jones. Counsel.
On behalf of the defendant, Mr. Jones, who waives formal reading, understands the constitutional rights and stands.
Thank you. The counsel court waive formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty, and schedule an exam on November the 9th. That's 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Archer. As with the prior matter, Mr. Jones, that hearing exam, preliminary exam, which you have a right to on November the 9th, will take place via Zoom in front of Judge Archer at 36th District Court, and you'll get information before you're released if you're able to make bond on how to connect for that Zoom hearing. But it is your responsibility to connect on time. Not guilty is entered as the bond.
Now, is there any type of lifelong resident of Detroit? Your Honor, I believe he's a graduate of
Madam Clerk.
high school. He is employed He's not on probation or parole. This
Madam Clerk?
appears to be back from 2012, Your
What's
Honor.
this, cash? Is that
Respectfully
cash?
asking the court to
Cashier?
consider a
Capias? I apologize. What's that? That's a cashier deed.
Your Honor, according to my client, he tried to turn himself in, but they told him that that's not showing up in the system that he tried.
It's always on that sheet too. Thank you. I'll try to look through it. All right. Thank you. If it's not, I'll look through it. Thank you, Sister Counsel. You said he surrendered himself on this matter?
My notes here say that he did try to turn himself in on this before. They told him that they don't have, it's not showing up in the system, Your Honor, but my client said that he tried to turn himself in on this matter.
Thank you. Mr. Jones, you're here on this matter, sir, for failing to appear at the 36th District Court for an exam on or about September 10th, 2019. And when you failed to appear for that exam, the judge you were assigned to issued a warrant for your arrest and placed a bond in the amount of $10,000 cash surety, which I, as a magistrate, have no authority to change. So the bond is set for your failure to appear on the date and time scheduled. Mr. Jones, it's very important you attend court dates, sir. Good luck with everything. I hope it works out for you. 10,000 cash surety on a Capias, yes. Good luck, Mr. Jones. If we could, if Mr. Williams III is around, please, if we could get him. We have counsel on that gentleman. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Your name, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Timothy Williams.
Where that might.
Oh, Timothy Williams. Is a Victor Clyde Williams III present?
I have.
Okay, we're going to handle Timothy Williams, but DDC, if we could get Victor Williams III next, please. We have an attorney that's been waiting on that gentleman. And Mr. Timothy Williams, state your full name, sir.
Timothy Williams, sir.
Thank you and good morning. Mr. Timothy Williams, you're here for case. I'm well, thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. I appreciate it.
No doubt. Mr. Williams, you're here for 190594448, People's State of Michigan versus Timothy Williams. Sister Counsel.
On behalf of the defendant, Mr. Williams, who waives formal reading, understands his constitutional rights and stands.
Thank you. Mr. Williams, the court is going to waive formal reading and her plea of not guilty and schedule a probable cause conference, so you must attend November the 13th, which is a Friday. That's at 8:30 a.m. Frank Murphy Hall of Justice, 3rd Circuit Court in front of Judge King. That hearing, Mr. Williams, on November the 13th on a Friday will take place via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. Before you release, sir, you'll get information on how to connect for that Zoom hearing, but it is your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Absolutely, I certainly do.
I appreciate that. Not guilty's entered. Ask the first.
I'm looking forward.
I'm 54 years old, lifelong resident of Detroit, no prior criminal convictions, is employed as a teacher. Your Honor, self-employed. He is a graduate of Floyd High School with 2 years of college. Your Honor, he was on disability for surgery. He is a sole provider for multiple children. He's got great family support, and this incident appears to be from 2019, so I'm respectfully asking for further.
Mr. Williams, this is a very serious allegation, sir. It's not an assault. If the court's unaware of any Capias history or criminal convictions, court takes into consideration the information provided by your attorney, including but not limited to the employment status as it relates to ability to post bond. Court has considered the current epidemic facing the nation, as well as read and reviewed and considered the information alleged in the investigator's report. Mr. Williams, the court is statutorily obligated to set bond in the amount of 25% of your alleged arrearages, which at this time allegedly total $9,145. Mr. Williams, listen close, Mr. Williams. No reason to scoff just yet, sir. Mr. Williams, the court's going to release you on a personal bond in the amount of $2,286. It's a personal bond, Mr. Williams. You have to attend that court date via Zoom on November 13th, so you don't get locked back up just for not attending the court date.
I won't miss it. I have some information that is pertinent to the investigation, so I definitely need to be there. Yes.
Good luck, Mr. Williams. I hope everything works out for you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Will I get the...
Step out. We'll give you everything.
You will. You'll get information before you release on how to connect. Thank you. Thank you, officer.
Good morning.
Which Williams you say you wanted, Your Honor?
Victor Williams, the third officer. Thank you for asking. Appreciate that. And Mr. Brother Sinclair, Counsel Sinclair, it looks like we have your client. Thank you for your patience. If you could join on time.
No problem. Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Sinclair, for your patience. I appreciate you, sir. And Mr. Williams, the third, state your full name.
Williams Jr.
Okay. You're here for case 200614882, People's State of Michigan versus Victor Clyde Williams III, also known as Victor Williams. Counsel, your appearance. Victor Williams, okay.
Yes, sir. Good morning. I'm Christopher Sinclair here with and on behalf of Mr. Williams, who's present on the screen. Today's the day and time set for arraignment. We stand mute, wait formal reading of the complaint, and ask the court to enter a not guilty plea.
And could I get your appearance, please, or your P number?
Yes, I'm sorry. It's 80512.
80512. Okay.
Yes.
Now those sunglasses, nice sunglasses. This is case 200614882, People's State of Michigan, Victor Clyde Williams III, and you're waiving the formal reading?
Yes, sir. And to answer the court's question there,
thank you. Court waive formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty. Counsel, Mr. Williams, the court scheduling a probable cause conference that you must attend, Mr. Williams III, on November the 18th, which is a Wednesday. That's 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge King. That hearing will take place via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. Before you release, Mr. Williams, you'll get information on how to connect for that Zoom hearing, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Understood? Thank you. Not guilty's entered. As to bond, Brother Counsel.
And yes, sir, they're prescription glasses with tint. Thank you so much for that.
I like them, regardless.
Compliment. Thank you. Mr. Williams is a resident of the city of Westland, stable resident there. He has no prior convictions. He has 2 children. He has steady employment. It's my understanding that it's a one-count situation based on alleged possession of a weapon, no allegation that a weapon was shot, no assaultive or violent behavior, no drugs or anything of that nature involved. He's retained counsel, so I do not believe, I believe he'll appear at each and every court date moving forward. No cases history that I'm aware of. So I'm asking for a personal bond.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Williams III, your counsel has advocated very well on your behalf. As always, the court takes into consideration the information he has presented to the court. And as your counsel has stated, the court's unaware of any criminal convictions or capious history. This is a very serious allegation, Mr. Williams, but it is non-assaultive. The court considers information not only provided by your counsel, but also alleged in the investigator's report. Courts consider the current epidemic facing the nation. Mr. Williams, during this bond, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. Is that understood?
Understood.
And for those reasons, bond is set in the amount $5,000 personal bond. You're being released, Mr. Williams III. Good luck, sir. Brother Counsel, again, thank you for your patience. Do you have anything further, sir?
No.
Nothing further, Judge. Thank you so much.
Thank you, counsel. And good luck, Mr. Sinclair. Hope everything works out well for the both of you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Have a great day.
Thank you for running back and forth, counsel, and getting filled, helped out. What's that?
I'll get my stuff this.
I understand that. I'm sitting in a chair most of the day. The rest are all EDC. Good morning. Your name, please.
Good morning, David Knox.
Thank you, Mr. Knox. Mr. Knox, you're here before the court on case number 200614883, People State of Michigan versus Davis Wana Knox. Counsel.
Testified on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Knox, to waive formal reading of the defendant's constitutional rights and stands guilty.
Thank you. Sister Counsel Court, waive formal reading under plea of not guilty. Mr. Knox, the court scheduling a probable cause hearing, sir, that you must attend on Wednesday, November the 18th. That's at 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Giles. That hearing, sir, will take place via Zoom, which is an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect for the hearing, the Zoom hearing, before you release, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Not guilty under, that's the bond.
Your Honor, my client is 20 years old, lifelong resident of Detroit, no prior criminal convictions. He is a high school grad, he's self-employed, not on probation or parole, this is non-assaultive. He lives with his brother, he's got family ties, and respectfully ask the court to conserve this.
Thank you. Mr. Knox, this is a very serious felony allegation, but it is non-assaultive. The court considers the information presented by your attorney, who has advocated well on your behalf. You have ties to the community, no capious history or criminal convictions the court's aware of. The court considers the current epidemic facing the nation and has read and considered the information alleged in the investigator's report. Mr. Knox, during this bond, sir, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Considering the current epidemic facing the nation, the information provided by counsel placed on the record, you're going to be released on a $5,500 personal bond. Mr. Knox, good luck, sir. Listen to the court. Make sure and follow the orders, no weapons, and attend your Zoom hearing November the 18th. Good luck.
No.
That was a personal.
I don't think who else has mine. I gotta add it. You just hold on that, all right?
Race.
You doing okay, Claudia?
It's a mess for nose and mouth. Thank you.
Good, thanks. Good morning. Your name, please.
Nicholas Ashman.
I apologize. Your name one more time. You broke up a little bit.
Nicholas Ashman.
Thank you, Mr. Ashman. Good morning, sir. Mr. Ashman, you're here for a couple of reasons. We're going to get through them one at a time, so please listen closely. Mr. Ashman, the court's going to read you your rights. If you have any questions, just let the court know, sir. You have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say orally or in writing can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney, have one present during questioning, and at all future proceedings. If you cannot afford an attorney, Mr. Ashman, the court will provide you one at the public's expense. Did you hear and understand your rights, sir?
Yes.
Mr. Ashman, first we're going to handle some matters where we have warrants for your arrest for failing to appear on some misdemeanor allegations at the 36th District Court. On those matters, Mr. Ashman, the court's releasing you on personal bonds and scheduling a pretrial date. You must attend November 25th, which is a Wednesday. That's at 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Ruth Garrett. That hearing on the 25th of November will take place via Zoom. Mr. Ashman, that's an off-site streaming technology. Before you're released, if you're able to make bond, you'll get information on how to connect for that Zoom hearing, but it is your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And Mr. Ashman, the court's going to tell you what these allegations are and what you're here for. Ticket number SP 455507, September the 9th, 2015, failed to display valid license, not on person. During this bond, there's to be no driving. Is that understood? Does not appear you have a license, valid license, so no driving, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And ticket number SX2449593, March 25th, 2016. Count 1, no operator's license, multiple ops. Case number Z794247, February 15th, 2010, violation city marijuana code. Case number 124451011, February 1st, 2012, failed to display valid license not on person. Count 2, unregistered or untitled motor vehicle. And case number 114337051, March 29th, 2011. Count 1, drive while license not valid or improper license. Count 2, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Mr. Ashman, these allegations are all misdemeanor charges that carry up to a $500 fine and or 93 days in jail as a maximum fine and penalty. Court will recall the warrant, set aside capious, enter plea of not guilty on each open matter. On these matters, Mr. Ashman, as a reminder, you're going to be released on a personal bond, and the court scheduling a Zoom hearing November 25th, 8:30, 36th District Court in front of Judge Garrett. Good luck on those allegations, Mr. Ashman. And you have one additional matter, sir. Could you state your name one more time, please?
Nicholas Ashman.
Thank you. And that's regard to 2006064, People, State of Michigan versus Nicholas Ashman. Counsel.
Mr. Shad, on behalf of the Mr. Ashman, please formal reading, understands the constitutional rights and stands to be.
Court will waive formal reading under plea of not guilty. We'll get to the court dates in a moment as to bond.
Your Honor, my client is 32 years old. He's a lifetime resident of Detroit. He has no priors. He is unemployed right now due to the pandemic. He is a grad of Community Park High School, and he did culinary arts at Oakland. Your Honor, this incident appears to be from back in July. He does, Your Honor, I'm respectfully asking the court to consider a personal bond. He also has support with his mother, family ties, and his community ties.
Thank you. The court is going to enter a plea of not guilty, Mr. Ashman, and schedule 2 court dates, sir. You must attend them both. Probable cause conference November the 4th, which is a Wednesday. You have a right to a preliminary examination the following Monday, November 9th, both 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Archer. As with the prior matters, Mr. Ashman, those hearings will take place via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. Before you're released, if you're able to make bond, you'll get information on how to connect for those Zoom hearings, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Mr. Ashman, the court, before the court are serious assaultive allegations, and the court takes into consideration not only the nature of the charges, but the information provided by your counsel, including but not limited to your ties to the community, the information alleged in the investigator's report, and is including the current epidemic facing the nation. And Mr. Ashman, the court has concerns regarding your vast capious history the court just handled here at the 36th District Court, and that tells the court, sir, that you do not appear as ordered on unrelated matters, giving the court concern regarding your intention to appear and handle these matters as ordered. And as stated, these are assaultive allegations. The court also takes into consideration employment status as stated as it relates to the ability to post bond. During this bond, Mr. Ashman, you're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. Do not go to the premises or area of 18474 Kelly Road, Detroit, Michigan. Is that all understood?
Yes, yes.
And absolutely no contact with Shantavia Mayo. No contact means no contact of any kind. No contact orally, in writing, through a third person, at their place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. Absolutely no contact. Understood?
Yes.
And employment again? I apologize, counsel.
Your Honor, he is unemployed.
Unemployed.
Right now due to the pandemic. Although he did graduate high school, he did go to culinary arts school. He's not working right now, Your Honor. So his ability to bond, if the court is unwilling to give a personal bond, I ask the court to respectfully consider it a possible bond.
I appreciate all that information, and given your lack of employment as stated by counsel as it relates to ability to post bond, concerning are the serious allegations, assault, and is the information alleged in the investigator's report and your capious history. And for those reasons, prior to release, you're to be fit with the GPS tether. Your bond is 2,510%. Good luck, Mr. Ashman. That's a $250 bond, sir. I hope it works out for you.
This way, brother. Let's see which way runs that.
Well,
Lay up there, step. Come on, Tom.
Put your mask on for the shot. Step on the white lines here first.
Good deal, Bracy.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Okay, Mr. Bracy, you're here for a couple of reasons, sir. We'll get through them one at a time, so listen closely. First, the court's going to read you your rights. Sir, you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say orally or in writing can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney, have one present during questioning and at all future proceedings. If you cannot afford an attorney, the court will provide you one at the public's expense. Did you hear and understand your rights, sir?
Yes.
First, we're going to handle matters. We have warrants for your arrest for failing to appear at the 36th District Court. You're going to be released on personal bonds on these matters, sir, and the court scheduling a review and pretrial, same date, time, and location of November the 24th, which is a Tuesday, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Williams. That hearing, sir, on the 24th of November will take place via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes.
Thank you. One moment. Mr. Bracy, on these matters, you're here for the following. Ticket number 162866041, June 16, 2016. No operator's license in possession. That appears adjudicated. A review date will be scheduled. Ticket number 173363321, December the 9th, 2017. Count 1, no operator's license on person. Count 2, no insurance on an 03 Chevy. Count 3, drive unregistered or untitled motor vehicle. During these bonds, sir, there's absolutely no driving. Do you understand?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Bracy. Ticket number SP966474, January 25th, 2019. Count 1, failed to display valid license not on person. Count 2, no insurance, misdemeanor on an 04 Chevy. Ticket number SP981180, March the 28th, 2019. Drive while license not valid or improper license. Ticket number SP1028648, September 26, 2019. Drive while license not valid or improper license. And ticket number SP867968, November 21st, 2017. Count 1, failed to display valid license not on person. Count 2, improper plates. Count 3, drive unregistered or untitled motor vehicle. Mr. Bracy has stated these allegations and convictions are all misdemeanor charges. It carries up to a $500 fine and or 93 days in jail as a maximum fine and penalty on each matter. Court, recall your warrant, set aside capias under plea of not guilty on each open matter. As a reminder, Mr. Bracy, you'll be released on personal bonds on those matters, and a court scheduling a Zoom hearing you must attend November 24th, 8:30, 36th District Court in front of Judge Williams. Is that all understood?
Yes.
Mr. Bracy, your name one more time, sir. You have an additional matter.
My name's Shandell Bracy.
And thank you, sir. And you are here for case 200599092, People's State of Michigan versus Sendell Bracy, identified in the complaint as defendant 2. Counsel.
Mr. Crabbe, on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Bracy, who waives formal reading, understands the constitutional rights and stands
For a waive formal reading under plea of not guilty, schedule 2 court dates, Mr. Bracy. You must attend them both. Probable cause conference, November the 4th. That is on a Wednesday. You have a right to a preliminary examination following Monday, November the 9th. Both 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Jones. Both of those hearings, sir, as with the ladders that we just handled, will take place via Zoom. As stated, it's an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Not guilty, please entered as to bond.
Your Honor, my son is 30 years old, self-employed, is on medication, Your Honor, does have caseated, cancer, not on probation, parole, has 2 kids, 1 deceased child, has moved to his daughter, that was before this incident appeared to be back from July, Your Honor, given the pandemic as well, and going through living together, and especially as the court consider it.
Thank you. Officers, please mark Mr. Bracy's file medical for the reasons stated by counsel.
Copy.
Thank you. These are Mr. Bracy, these are very serious allegations and assaultive allegations. The court takes consideration the information provided by your attorney, ties to the community, employment status as relates to the ability to post bond. The court also considers the current epidemic facing the nation. Very concerning, Mr. Bracy, as this is an assaultive allegation and you have a lengthy prior felony conviction history the court considers. Court's reviewed and considered the information alleged investigators report, which is concerning regarding alleged threats to individuals as well as assaultive allegations against the alleged victim, which concerned the court regarding that individual's safety. And the court has considered and taken consideration your extensive capious history that the court just handled here at 36th District Court. That capious history where you failed to appear on a large number of unrelated matters tells the court, sir, informs the court that you failed to appear as ordered on unrelated matters, given the court concern regarding your intention to appear and handle this matter as ordered. Given the information placed on the record, Mr. Bracy, during this bond, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. Absolutely no contact with Jason Broaden. No contact, Mr. Bracy, means no contact of any kind. No contact orally, in writing, through a third person, at his place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. No contact with Mr. Broaden, understood?
Yes.
And if you're able to make bond, given your capious history and the threats alleged in the investigator's report and the nature of this charge, you're to be fit with the GPS tether. For those reasons, your bond will be set 6,510%. Good luck, Mr. Bracy. 6,510%. You're welcome. His court date, he has two of them. Probable cause November 4th, preliminary examination November the 9th. You're welcome. Good morning or afternoon, your name please.
Sir, Winston back again.
I apologize, your name again?
Sir, Winston back again.
Tell them come back. Probably not being Taylor here. They waiting on his.
You might be breaking up a little bit. Could you say your name again? Because I don't see the file for you.
Terrell Winston.
Yeah.
Terrell Winston. Didn't we already handle your matter, sir?
Please, yes, Your Honor. Step out.
Thank you, Sister Counsel.
When it's all finished, I'll talk to you.
Morning. You come to keep us alive, sir? Thank you. We're dying in here, brother. No water. We're licking our palms. Who got us that water? Tamika? Gold Star. She even got water. Oh, up top. Thank you. So if I fall out, splash some of that on my face.
got a phone? Still on the black line. State your first and last name.
Good afternoon. Your name, please. Your name one more time, sir. I'm sorry.
Ben.
Thank you. Are you the fourth?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Good morning. You're here for case 200-59066, People State of Michigan versus Taylor Ben the fourth, Councilman.
On behalf of the defendant's defense, we formal reading of the defendant's constitutional rights and standing you.
Court waive formal reading, enter plea of not guilty. We'll get to the court date in a moment. Esteban.
Your Honor, my client is 44 years old, lifelong resident of Detroit. Where I believe the last time back home was in 2016. He's unemployed right now. He's working at present. He is on medication for his consider a personal bond. This is the case to be back in Greensboro.
Thank you. Mr. Ben, these are very serious allegations, sir. They are non-assaultive. The court takes consideration your ties to the community, the information provided by your counsel, as well as your prior felony criminal history. The court's reviewed and considered the information alleged in the investigator's report, as well as the current epidemic facing the nation and lack of employment status as stated by counsel as it relates to the ability to post bond. Also concerning, sir, is your capious history, which the court will handle in just one moment on an unrelated matter. Mr. Ben, during this bond, sir, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And absolutely no driving during this bond. And there's to be no contact with Toriana Aletta Jackson. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And no contact, sir, means no contact of any kind. No contact orally in writing through a third person at her place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. Absolutely no contact with Toriana Jackson. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Ben, given your capious history, the information alleged in the investigator's report, as well as provided by counsel, and given your capious history, the information alleged in the investigator's report, as well as your prior felony convictions, sir, you're going to be released on a $10,000 personal bond, but prior to release, you're to be fit with a GPS tether, but you're receiving a personal bond. One moment, Mr. Ben, you have an additional matter, sir. Mr. Ben, your name one more time, sir.
Taylor Ben.
Sure, thank you. And I'm going to read you your rights, sir. If you have any questions, let me know. You have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say orally or in writing can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney, have one present during questioning and at all future proceedings. If you cannot afford an attorney, the court will provide you one at the public's expense. Did you hear and understand your rights, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You have one matter. We have a warrant for your arrest and an adjudicated matter for failing to appear. This will be scheduled for a review November 24th, which is a Tuesday, 8:30, 36th District Court in front of Judge Williams. You're going to be released on a personal bond on this matter as well, sir. And it's very important you attend that hearing November 24th. Will take place via Zoom, which is an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect for the hearing before you're released, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And thank you. And as in regard to case Z781951, took place on or about June 7th, 2007, disorderly conduct near Davidson and Indianvale. Again, an adjudicated matter. You'll be released on a personal bond, Mr. Ben. This is a misdemeanor charge, carries up to a $500 fine and or 93 days in jail as a maximum fine and penalty. Court will recall the warrant, set aside capious. As a reminder, you'll have a Zoom hearing scheduled for review November 24th, 8:30 in front of Judge Williams at the 36th District Court. Good luck, sir. I hope it all works out well for you. Make sure to attend your hearing.
Your Honor, can we have a court date for that $10,000 personal bond in 7?
Yes, court date. One moment. Mr. Ben, did I just give you that file? November the 18th, which is a Wednesday, 8:30, 36th District Court. What the judge? Who's the judge? And that's going to be in front of Judge King. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome.
This one?
What's the last name, Mr. Ben? Oh, no, you had a phone right here.
This is my wife. How to steal my own stuff. What would you like that, Ben? Size 32.
They'll call them out if the judge, they reach out to the judge. I told them that 3 times.
So, who else waiting on now?
Nobody. He gotta get a tether, so he gotta go to Wayne County jail.
Do you have any more men, Your Honor?
Thomas Adams?
Thomas Adams is not here, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. So I guess that's no. So we'll meet you on the female side.
Copy that.
Appreciate you. Madam Clerk, like I said, this one's not here. I wrote it on the notes. We got 3 females.
All right, Your Honor, I have just 3 females. Who would like to see first, sir?
At your pleasure. Thanks for asking.
You gonna step on the black line and say your first and last name?
Lisa Humphrey.
Good morning, or afternoon, Miss Humphrey.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Miss Humphreys, you're for case 1805609, People State of Michigan versus Lisa Michelle Humphreys. Counsel.
Mr. Chair, on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Humphrey, you waive formal reading, understands her constitutional rights and stands guilty.
Thank you, counsel. For waive formal reading and her plea of not guilty, Ms. Humphreys, the court scheduling a probable cause conference. You must attend November the 18th, which is a Wednesday. That's 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Giles. That hearing, Ms. Humphreys, will take place via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. Before you're released, you'll get information on how to connect for that Zoom hearing, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes.
Thank you. Not guilty is entered at the moment.
Your Honor, my client is 38 years old. She was a lifelong resident of Detroit. She is employed, by clean children, Your Honor. She's not on probation or parole. She has 3 kids, Your Honor. She drove up here from Chicago as soon as she found out about her warrant and turned herself in, Your Honor. So I'm respectfully asking the court to consider a personal bond. This is non-assaultive, and I don't believe that flight risk. She, like I said, drove here all the way from Chicago 4.5 hours as soon as she found out about the warrant and turned herself in.
Thank you, Sister Counsel. Ms. Humphreys, your next court date is November 18th. You're staying in Michigan until that court date, correct?
No, I was just gonna drive back.
The court wants you to stay in the state of Michigan during this bond, ma'am, until told otherwise. You're not to leave the state.
Your Honor,
Yep.
is there any way we can find an earlier date or something we can work out with Ms. Humphrey? I understand the court's concern. I also understand my client's concern. She does, have children. She has a job there. She's not a resident of Detroit really anymore. So, I probably have to look for a place to stay, encounter fees. I understand the court's concern, but if there's any way we can move up the date, maybe.
Could I give her the end date, or? Yeah, okay. Okay, Ms. Humphreys, the court's going to schedule, we're gonna move it up a week, ma'am, to November the 4th. That's a Wednesday, November the 4th, 8:30, 36th District Court in front of Judge Giles. And that hearing is going to be heard via Zoom, which is an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information to how to connect before you're released, but it's your responsibility, November the 4th, to connect for the Zoom hearing in front of Judge Giles. And you're not to leave the state without permission. Is that understood?
Yes.
Thank you. Not guilty is entered. Anything more as to bond?
No, thank you.
Ms. Humphreys, this is a serious allegation, non-assaultive. The court has no information regarding criminal convictions or capious history. Court considers the information provided by your counsel as well as the information alleged in the investigator's report, the current epidemic facing the nation, as well as employment status as it relates to ability to post bond. For those reasons, your bond is set in the amount $4,000 personal bond. You're being released on a personal bond, Ms. Humphreys. Listen to the court so you don't get locked back up just for not listening. Make sense?
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, I seem to change that then. So I need to just fill out the other minutes. I got it. Good afternoon, your name? Thank you, Ms. Thomas. One moment, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Ms. Thomas, good afternoon. Again, you're here for case 200583399, People State of Michigan versus Barbara Joyce Thomas, identified in the complaint as defendant 3, also known as Barbara Thomas. Counsel.
Justice Shad, on behalf of the defendant Thomas, will be formal reading, understands her constitutional rights and stands guilty.
Thank you. Court will waive formal reading and her plea of not guilty. We'll get to the court dates in a moment as the bond.
Your Honor, my client is 52 years old, lifelong resident of Detroit, no prior criminal convictions, was employed at early on daycare, did graduate high school, is on medication for blood pressure. Your Honor, this appears to have been on July 4th. Some misunderstanding with the neighbors. I'm respectfully asking the court to consider a personal bond. I understand this is serious, however, Your Honor, it has been since July, and my client was applicable and understands no contact order should not be an issue to given the pandemic is going on and no prior criminal convictions.
Thank you. Ms. Thomas, this is a very serious assaultive allegation. And there's a presence of threats on an individual's life and after reviewing the information alleged in the investigator's report. The court has concerns regarding the safety of the alleged victim given such information. The court also notes, as stated by counsel, there's no capious history or criminal convictions the court's aware of. The court takes into consideration the current epidemic facing the nation as well as employment status as stated as it relates to the ability to post bond. Ms. Thomas, the court is scheduling a probable cause hearing. You must attend November the 18th, which is a Wednesday, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Giles. That hearing will take place via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. Before you're released, you'll get information on how to connect for that Zoom hearing, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes.
Given the information placed on the record, serious nature of these charges, ma'am, during this bond, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. And absolutely no contact with Claude Anthony White. No contact means no contact of any kind. No contact orally, in writing, through a third person at their place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. Absolutely no contact with Claude White. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
And Ms. Thomas, if the court releases you on a personal bond, do you have any issues following the court's orders?
No, sir.
Must make your court date on time, the Zoom hearing. No weapons. If you have any weapons in your possession or in the home, they need to be out of the home and out of the possession. Does that make sense? You're not to be in possession in your home of any weapons, guns included. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And Ms. Thomas, and absolutely no contact with Claude White. If you fail to listen to any of these conditions, you're likely to get locked back up just for not listening. That's why I want to make clear what the conditions are. So you have to follow the court's orders, or else you're inclined to get locked back up just for not listening. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
For those reasons, Ms. Thomas, you're going to be released on a personal bond in the amount of $11,000. Good luck, ma'am.
Yes. This way, Mr. Go ahead, please. Step on the black glass here first.
Good afternoon, your name?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Talisha Bradford.
Thank you, Ms. Bradford. You're here for a couple of reasons. We'll get through them one at a time. I'm going to read your rights. If you have any questions, let me know. Ms. Bradford, you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say orally or in writing can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney, have one present during questioning and at all future proceedings. If you cannot afford an attorney, the court will provide you one at the public's expense. Did you hear and understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Ms. Bradford, first we're going to handle matter. We have a warrant for your arrest for failing to appear in 36th District Court. The court is going to release you on a personal bond on this matter, Ms. Bradford, and schedule a review you must attend on Tuesday, November 24th, 8:30, 36th District Court in front of Judge Williams. That hearing will be scheduled for review and it'll be via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. Before you're released, you'll get information on how to connect for the hearing, but it's your responsibility to connect on time, understood?
Yes, sir.
And that thank you is in regard to ticket number 11617-481, September 23rd, 2011. No operator's license on person. Again, it's an adjudicated matter. A review date will be scheduled, and you'll be released on a personal bond. This one charge is a misdemeanor charge, carries up to a $500 fine and/or 93 days in jail, is a maximum fine and penalty. Court recall the warrant, set aside capious. As a reminder, your review hearing via Zoom is November 24th, 8:30, 36th District Court in front of Judge Williams. During this bond, ma'am, there's to be no driving. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Stand by. Claudia, I know this is not you, but where's the file on this? This was just signed this year, and I don't have any victim. It's an allegation of A and B. I don't know who the victim is. And last time I asked this, they brought the file, they found it like 10 minutes later, and it was a capias bond that wasn't even included. Why would they ever send this in? Well, it's an allegation of an assault, and I have no file or no information to do a no contact and no information. Yes, if you could make a call. Here you go. One moment, Miss Bradford. We're trying to find your file.
No problem. Take your time.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Hey, Claudia? Yeah, on the MIT, there's a victim of Audrey Solomon. Do we know how that was determined? Because okay, I can go forward with that then. Thank you. Okay, if I can just get that stuff I gave you back. Sure. Right. Yeah, sometimes I just worry that they put the officer's name in there or whatever, but we'll just go forward with what we got. Thank you both for making it. I appreciate you. Okay, thank you for your patience, Miss Bradford. This is case 20044563302, People's State of Michigan versus Talisha Renee Bradford. Appearance.
On behalf of the defendant, Ms. Bradford, who waives formal reading, understands her constitutional rights and stands.
Thank you. Mr. Counsel, court waive formal reading under a plea of not guilty. The court is scheduling a pretrial date. You must attend, Ms. Bradford, on November the 10th, which is a Tuesday, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court, in front of Judge Bryant, it appears. Judge Bryant. That hearing as well will take place via Zoom, which is an off-site streaming technology. Before you release Ms. Bradford, you'll get information on how to connect for the hearing, but it's your responsibility to connect on time, understood?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Not guilty is entered as the bond.
Your Honor, my client is 47 years old, that's one resident of Detroit, is employed in pay factory. Your Honor, not on probation or parole. I believe the only part of the justice that was closed on those 3 boys lived with fiance, great family ties, community ties, understands the no contact order. This incident appears to have been from earlier this year in February 2020. Respectfully asking the court to consider a personal bond.
Thank you. Ms. Bradford, this is a very serious assaultive allegation, and the court has concerns regarding your capious history. However, Ms. Bradford, the court has very limited information to work with. No file, no investigator's report. But the court does have the nature of the charge, which is concerning to the court. The court takes into consideration the limited information presented to the court, including but not limited to your counsel's advocacy, the current epidemic facing the nation, as well as employment status as stated as relates to ability to post bond. And you have peers ties to the community. Ms. Bradford, during this bond, ma'am, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon, and absolutely no contact with Audrey Solomon. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
No contact means no contact of any kind. No contact orally, in writing, through a third person at their place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. No contact with Audrey Solomon. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
And Ms. Bradford, if the court was inclined to release you today on a personal bond on this matter as well, do you have any issue following the court's orders?
No, sir.
Ms. Bradford, it's very important that you do, ma'am. If you violate in any way, have any contact with Ms. Solomon at all, you're inclined to get locked back up just for not listening to the court. So listen to the court, ma'am, so you don't get locked up just for not doing so. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your bond on this matter will be set $10,000 personal bond. Good luck. Your pretrial or your probable cause is November the 10th. Pretrial date, 8:30 in front of Judge Bryant, 36th District Court. Good luck, Miss Bradford.
Thank you, Your Honor.
November
Appreciate
the-
that. Have a good day.
You too, November the 10th in front of Judge Bryant. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You too.
Okay, thanks.
Officer, thank you for your help. Any males or females you're aware of at 48 hours?
Not that I'm aware of. Thank you for your patience and your assistance, Your Honor.
All right, thank you for the same, sir. Have a nice afternoon. Thank you.